First rose ceremony. First actual rose ceremony.
Real rose ceremony.
First real rose ceremony.
I think we should talk about what happened in the house with Chris.
Right.
Do you feel like, you know, one of us should kind of bring it to their attention?
I mean, if we could bring her over here and sit her down, I will 100% speak on basically what we talked about that night.
Yeah, I think it's important for them to know his character. They need to know the type of guys that are in this house, and they're making decisions based off that.
Yeah.
What he said was, if you made it to Fantasy Suites, and if you were the third one to go,
He would leave them.
But I feel like because of what they went through, I feel like
Well, they're,
maybe we should
they're
speak
more,
up,
even
yeah.
more sensitive
On
to
the
that
situation,
subject, right?
yeah.
they just went through the same situation that he addressed.
Man, let's go get some shots.
Oh, yeah, they're gonna wanna know. Of course. If someone says something about me, and then you didn't tell me, I will actually be more offended that you didn't tell me.
Hello, how are you doing? It's nice to finally get to talk to you.
Come on, take a walk. Let's take a walk.
Awesome. I love the suit.
I have to address, what's happening in the house.
What do you mean?
I think whoever overheard the conversation and doesn't bring it to their attention is basically keeping secrets from their wife.
What's going on?
But I said, we just wanted to talk about Chris. I wouldn't want you to not know something, so I wanted to be very truthful and allow you to give you a situation.
Okay.
So Chris was talking to a few guys this week about Fantasy Suites. And his whole talk was, if I made it to Fantasy Suites, and if they had slept with anyone, I would walk out and leave.
Okay.
And so I asked a simple question. Would you bring this up before? And he couldn't answer the question.
So people are talking about fantasy suites?
No, not everybody.
Who's talking about it?
It came up, Chris brought it up in the conversation.
So he's bringing it up.
Right, yeah.
I don't even know why sex is being brought up.
Yeah.
I can't believe this is happening. When I came into this, I didn't want to look like a girl that just got brought to fantasy suites and, almost sexualized in a way. To hear that being brought up before I have a conversation with someone is truly almost my biggest fear. Okay, I just do want to thank you guys. I'm gonna step away and I'm gonna talk to Gabby. The fact that Chris is already discussing ultimatums to try to take control of our journey, it just is extremely upsetting, and it's not how I wanted this night to go. Hi, sorry, Justin. Gabby, can I talk to you for a minute?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, please, by all means.
Yeah, we'll go outside.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, what?
Yeah.
Tell me.
I just got brought some information from
What?
Quincy, Jordan, and Hayden.
Yeah.
They brought me over and they told me that Chris is talking about fantasy suites already.
Ew. What is he saying about it?
He was basically saying that if he was ever in a position where he was brought to fantasy suites and we slept with someone else, that he would leave, but he wouldn't tell us.
What?
Yeah.
I'm pretty shocked. I haven't even had one conversation with Chris, so for him to already be talking about fantasy suites is actually, it's entirely ridiculous.
I think we do owe him the opportunity to speak to us, if you're okay with hearing him out.
It seems very controlling, and I think it's disrespectful of our journey and our process.
I felt bad that we had to address it because I saw a look on her face and she was just like, what the hell?
She felt disgusted.
100%.
She felt disgusted.
She felt extremely disrespected and...
I would leave him. No, leave him.
Oh, good. Thank God.
Hi, Chris, can we speak with you?
Yeah, I'd like to.
If you'd like to come with us.
Yeah.
But this is about to everything.
Yeah.
No joke.
Nice to finally meet you.
So, do you feel like it's appropriate to be talking about fantasy suites this early?
Yeah, so I sat down with the guys the other day, and fantasy suites was a conversation at the time. And you guys maybe had some questions about it?
I don't think we have questions. We'd like to hear from you.
Yeah, I think it's an appropriate thought because the reality is if I were going to be able to find love, I tend to think all the way through till the end and then be able to work it backwards from there. So that'd be my response.
Okay, but I guess the problem I have is they were saying that if you were in a situation where you were in a fantasy suite, that if Gabby or I decided to be intimate with someone else, that you would just leave and you wouldn't ever tell us that that was an ultimatum for you. And
That's not-
I think
I always want in relationships the opportunity for me to be able to speak for myself first rather than for somebody else to tell you what my words are. Like my exact verbatim wording was, I wouldn't want to be in a situation where that person who I was interested in had a sexual relationship with somebody else and then myself. At that situation, I wouldn't be interested anymore in continuing the relationships. I'm not taking away anybody else's decision, and that's something that I would never want to do to a female.
I understand that you're thinking way far in advance, but big picture, this is 4 days in, and your very calculated thoughts about fantasy suites are pretty inappropriate at this time.
I wasn't the only person to speak about it.
You were
Ultimately,
willing
the
to talk about
conversation is
it at
me.
depth, which if you've seen our journey,
Yeah.
you would know it'd be important to us and would respect our place as women
Yes.
and our position to make our own decisions, which it seems like if we went against something you believed in, you would take that time to leave.
I feel like I'd like the opportunity to meet you all individually and speak with you, but you all don't want that opportunity with me.
I'm gonna
That's
stop you
something
right
that
there. I
said.
really do feel like right now you could take the opportunity to maybe apologize and own up to what happened, but instead I still feel as if you're being condescending towards us. I feel like you're dancing around the issue.
I thought that I did tell you exactly what happened.
We can help make this decision at this point. I don't want anyone to be thinking about fantasy suites. It's so early, we don't even know if we have a connection.
Right.
And it sounds like you have pretty sure thoughts on it. So to not even put you in that place, I do think it would be time for you to go.
Okay.
I'm gonna agree with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we walk you?
Yeah.
They told Chris to leave.
Yeah.
Excuse me, guys.
And you can actually lead us out.
Okay.
They kicked them out. Yeah, they just go, you can walk us out.
All right. So how does this work? I literally just walk on this direction?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was so condescending, I can't. I'm like literally sweating. You handled that beautifully.
I thought you did.
Oh my God.
You get to do it.
That was literally disgusting.
Yeah. And he's like, what do I do now? It's like,
Leave. You
Just
walk
go.
out.
That was so crazy by Chris bringing up these things so early and trying to like control and dictate. It just really shows that he's not the guy for us, and I'm happy it's over.
Ultimately, if we didn't address this and somehow it got back to them, they would have walked right in here, addressed all of us, and we all would have felt like.
There he is. Quinn's gonna talk to you.
Definitely. Let's go.
And Nate, can you come? Yeah. Perfect.
Chris comes walking back in. I was in back just like eating popcorn like.
Jordan, can I borrow you?
Yes, sir.
Sweet. Where's Hayden? Can we grab him? It's pretty important.
He came back. He came back.
Can you guys just raise your hands who was talking to Rachel? I thought I just saw Rachel. Like,
Yeah, we all
so was
talking.
that something that you guys asked her to do, or did she ask you guys to come do that? I don't imagine she asked you to come do it because she didn't know at the time.
We were discussing what happened this week, and that was brought up. And we felt like they need to know what
Excuse
was
me.
talked about that night.
Can
Hear
we
from-
interrupt you guys?
Yeah, you need
What's
to.
going on? We did ask you to leave.
You did.
Yeah.
All right, then that's all that needs to be said.
Okay.
If they ask you to leave, just be
All right,
gentleman
guys.
and go.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What Chris did does not show any qualities of what I want in a partner. The fact that he just thought he could do whatever he wants, I don't know if it's because Gabby and I are women, but it's our decision and we told you to leave.